Kלים, Perik Chavav, Mishnah Aleph. The next three prokim, Chavav, Chavzayin, and Chavches, are going to deal with all the halachas of Tumah regarding soft materials, fabric and leather. And we start off with a din, which actually is a continuation from the last words of the previous Perik. The previous Perik said, Kol ha-kelim yordin edei tumoson b'machshava v'einam oilin edei tumoson ela b'shinei maaseh. We're now going to deal with the ways that Kלים, this Mishnah is going to introduce with specific regard to Kלים made out of leather, how Kלים get broken. Says the Mishnah, Sandal imke v'chis shel shnotzos. Rabbi Yehuda ema af kfifa mitris. I'll translate soon. Rabban Shimon ben Gamliel ema af sandal lediki kyoytze behen. All these kelim, hare elu, mitamoin or mitaharin shaloi bu'umen. Right. Let's first translate. Sandal imki is a sandal, comes from a place called Kfar Imki. Kishel shnotzos is again a pouch, a money pouch, a pocket, a wallet, made out of with shnotzos. Shnotzos are straps, laces. Rabbi Yehuda adds a kvifa mitris, an Egyptian basket. Rabbi Shimon Gamliel adds a sandal lediki, a shoe made from the place called Ledikia. All these kelim, says the Tanna Kama, harelu mitamoin umitarin shaloi bu'umen. This is quite straightforward. The expression mitamoin shaloi bu'umen means when you want to create something, to make it into a kleli, so that now it is able to be makabel tumah, you don't need to have a skilled craftsman, an artisan, to come in and produce it. Anybody, shaloi bu'umen, an amateur, anybody who makes a kli, even a child makes a kli, if somebody makes the kli, then that keli becomes royal kabel tumah. That's what mitamoin shaloi bu'umen means. But way more interested in the expression mitarin shaloi bu'umen. Obviously, when we're dealing with something which breaks, if you break it and it becomes a real sheva kli, then of course it's not relevant who broke it. Even if nobody broke it, it just fell out a window and smashed, it's tahor. We're talking about mitarin shaloi bu'umen. We're talking about a kli here which intrinsically is whole. However, you've removed certain important ingredients. You've removed a certain part of the kli which actually is crucial and fundamental to the kli. You just, for instance, you take out the laces and the straps of a kli which needs straps and laces. Says the Tanna Kama, shaloi bu'umen, even if the removal of those straps are done by an amateur shaloi bu'umen, now that the thing hasn't got straps, although it's extremely easy to remove and put back in, so in other words, you can have a kli and you can take out the straps and it becomes tahor. Put them back in, it becomes tameh. It can happen 20 times a day, in and out. This can all be done, shaloi bu'umen, without a skilled craftsman, it works. The type of kli we're talking about here is, let's take the case of the kis shel shnotzos, is you have a piece of leather, and you want to bunch the leather up to form a little bag. So at the end of the leather, the edge of the leather, you have holes, and you thread a strap through the holes, like a drawstring. And then when you want to close it up, you pull the strings, and the whole thing bunches up and becomes a kiss, becomes a wallet. Tanna Kama holds, just remove all the straps. Obviously, once you take the straps out, it cannot be used. It's useless. Although that action of taking out the straps and putting them back in again is not something very skilled. Anybody can do that. But Tanna Kama says that works to break the kli and make the kli, break the kli and make the kli. You can do this the whole day long. Omer Rabbi Yossi. Says Rabbi Yossi, 1 second. Then that list you had, the sandal, the kiss, that's true of all kelim. I don't need to have this special list. There's nothing special about this list. Your rule works for all kelim. All kelim can be brought into Kabbalas Tumah and taken out of Kabbalas Tumah shaloi bu'umen. Aval, the list you said is right, but I think you heard it wrong. Aval elu, the list of sandal, kiss, and kvifa, and sandal lediki, has got a different din from the norm. These kelim, afal pi shein mutorin tamein, I agree with the first bit, that these kelim are mitamoin shaloi b'uman, they can enter kabbalas tuma without a skilled craftsman, without an uman. However, when it comes to breaking them and saying that now they're no longer able to be makabel tuma, there I disagree. There I say, even if you take out the straps, the keli is not considered to be a shever kli lukula. Why? Shahedit yochel achazira, because it's so easy to put back again. And therefore, if it's so easy to put back again, it's not considered to be broken. Lo omru, I do agree with you. In all the kelim you mentioned, one of them I agree is difficult to put back. Lo omru ela b'chfifa mitzris, with the Egyptian basket. There, sh'afa uman eni yochel achazira. That's a tough one. To put those straps back, even an uman finds it difficult. Then I agree that when you take the straps out, that's called the proper shever kli. The only thing I want to add to this is that according to this last words of the Mishnah, if you go back to the beginning of the Mishnah, when it says Sandal Inki V'Kishol Shnotzos, and then it says Rabbi Yehuda Ema Af Kafifa Mitzris, in light of what we said at the end, that Kafifa Mitzris is harder to put back, then the word Af isn't really fitting there. The Chaznish points that out, and the word Af, very often used, especially by Rabbi Yehuda in Shas, doesn't actually mean also, as if there's some sort of extra element of chiddush. It's just an addition to a list. Not particularly, the word af means this one as well, as opposed to there's being some chiddush there. That's Mishnah Aleph. Mitzvah will come to Mishnah base.